If Gordon Ramsay ate at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, he would kick Gordon Ramsay's ass. We have a Gordon Ramsay restaurant in my city, and I went one time, and boy, was I disappointed. I remember I tried 2 dishes. I tried one that I ordered for myself, and then I tried my friend's food. And I remember thinking hers was a little bit better than mine, but both dishes were so bland. Okay? Now, granted, to be fair, I got stuff off of the vegan menu. But if you can't cook vegan food, then why even offer it? Seasoning is vegan. Seasoning is vegan, dude. Put some garlic and onion powder on there, okay? I'll accept salt. That shit was bland. Like, it didn't have any flavor. Gordon Ramsay, what is going on? What is going on?
Reminder, the dog was inside of a closed restaurant. I don't know about you, but it's not really complicated. Either your restaurant met the standards that you have set for underneath your brand, or it did not. Yes or no. It's not just the incident at the restaurant. It's how you dealt with it after. It's the dressing up your black dog in a diaper and stitching my video and laughing about it with your daughter. It's the comment you put in the comment section where you stated that you would be selling doggy diapers now. It's the event that happened, and it's how you handled it after. This is what has people questioning your entire brand. I want to show you guys something. So the same Fox Corporation, we all know Fox, that owns Fox News, also has Gordon Ramsay's shows underneath its umbrella, and they also acquired TMZ in 2021. I brought up hygienic concerns 3 times at your restaurant. Not only was I concerned for myself and my newborn, I was also concerned for the other patrons that were in the restaurant. Based on my experience, I did not find your restaurant to be hygienic for myself or my newborn baby.
Gordon Ramsay has responded to the TikToker that claimed that they let a dog pee and poo in his Hell's Kitchen restaurant. Now, a woman on TikTok posted a video that got 40 million views where she said that this is another reason not to eat at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, that there was a dog with a pee pad and the dog was allowed to pee and poo in the restaurant. She even was so upset that the restaurant actually still charged her and gave her the entire full bill to pay after watching the dog allegedly used the bathroom in the restaurant. And that's when but according to Gordon Ramsay, that never happened. So maybe the pee pad was just there as a precaution. Let me know what you guys think, and who do you believe in this whole thing? Ramsay today responded by saying what we have seen in the security camera footage, and under no circumstances did that dog pee or poo in the restaurant. He said, so over-exaggerated as always, clickbait, but thank you for your honesty and the question. So now we have to go back to this woman's TikTok and ask, is she lying or is Gordon Ramsay lying? Which one of these people is more inclined to lie about the dog going to the bathroom in the restaurant? Gordon Ramsay or this TikToker? Because from the image, you can see what looks like an elderly dog standing on the pee pad, and usually that means it needs to go to the bathroom.
This week, I posted a video of a Ramsay restaurant, how they treated a black woman. So many people are reacting. They are saying that Ramsay is a racist, and people are furious. Why would you do that to someone who is innocent, someone who is telling you the truth that a dog is not supposed to eat with people, you know? So people are reacting. They are saying that what she did, it wasn't right.
I think people are misconstruing about what Gordon Ramsay was doing with that dog in the diaper. Like, I said he was mocking the baby and the mother of the baby, right? But you guys don't understand that dogs, if you're not a dog owner, if you don't know nothing about dogs, dog ownership has a dynamic of slave and owner. Okay? Or slave and master. So him putting that video with the dog, yeah, it just adds another layer of racism to what that man did to that lady or said to that lady. And that's the problem.
The Gordon Ramsay restaurant situation is utterly disgusting for two major reasons. Number one, people clearly value animals to the same level, specifically dogs, let me be specific, dogs or pets, to the same level of other human beings, if not even more. And then two, you guys are too busy having these parasocial relationships. You don't understand that the Gordon Ramsay you know is literally just a persona and that's not his real being. Truly, I want to understand what would go through someone's mind to go to a restaurant. For one, taking your dog, that's a whole separate thing, but I feel like that's already a lot. You're bringing a dog, an animal that's not necessarily that clean to an establishment, whatever. But you're taking out a wee-wee pad for them to poop and or pee on, right? In a place where people are eating, in a public establishment. And then when someone calls you out on it or whatever, you say, oh, like your baby does the same thing. Dogs are not babies. They're not people.
Why do people insist on taking their dogs everywhere anyways? Like, I've seen dogs in Target. I've seen dogs in McDonald's. I've seen dogs in the mall. I've seen dogs in places where dogs should never even be. I've seen dogs in work offices. You know, when you get a dog, you can leave it at home, right? Dogs are perfectly fine being left home alone for like a good 12 hours at least. I'm not saying you should do that, but why do you have your dog in a restaurant with you in the first place? It seems like no one's asking about that part. Like, why is your dog even going out to eat with you? I once had a dog with terrible separation anxiety, and never once did I think, let me bring my dog everywhere that I go, all the time. So that's why I'm wondering, like, what was going through her head in order for her to go into a restaurant, sit down and eat, not take out. She sat down at a table with her dog and then allow her dog to go to the restroom inside the restaurant in front of everybody. Like, did I miss a chapter or something? Or when did that become acceptable? Because I last time I checked, if I wanted to, I could not pull my pants down and pee on the floor in a restaurant. So why is this dog able to?
The conversation around the incident at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant and having dogs or pets in public environments is one that I feel like we needed to have this ages ago. It's gotten out of hand. And I think that this is stay with me, walk into my office now, because we're gonna get deep as always. But I think this is part of why a lot of people feel polarized by a radical left, because it gets to a point where like this fake wokeness. Oh, I hate using that word. I hate using this phrase, but this fake libertarian approach towards like everyone having equality, including animals in this sense, is very, very polarizing, and it is so insufferable. Because why is there a dog? Why is there a domesticated animal in an
They will go against their own policies just so that they don't have to agree with a black person.
And we witnessed this in real time because he literally condemned this on his show. And that's besides the point. It's a health code violation. Like, are we in the Twilight Zone?
I'm not going to a restaurant where they got dogs pissing and shit on the floor. I'm not. I still remember when me and my friend Lauren, we went to Miss Shirley's, I think. We were sat like super fast. And we were like, oh, that's weird. It's a Sunday. Normally, Sunday brunch place, it would have been packed. We sit down. Girl, we sit next to this lady and her dog out the carrier. We sit looking just... Cause your animal hair, it's AC on their heads. It's the summertime or at least the spring. The dander getting everywhere. And I like dogs. Dogs are fine with me, but you gotta draw the line somewhere is what I'm trying to say. Like having your dog in a restaurant, some people are gonna feel a way about it. I won't mind as long as your dog not too close to me. The only reason me and my friend was like, what's going on? Is because the dog was right there. If the dog across the restaurant, I'm not affected by that. Somebody is, but it ain't me, so I don't care. However, urinating and potentially pooping in the restaurant, I think that's too far, and that's not sanitary at all. I mean, y'all already be pushing it buying these damn service dog vests for your Yorkie that can't service you. It can't even help you cross the street. Okay, so y'all want to make them ban dogs from certain spaces. It shouldn't get so far as to be banned when there should be an unspoken rule like, okay, not dogs, restaurant don't go together. Dogs, grocery store don't go together. Now, am I going to come to the park and be like, oh, your dog shouldn't be here? Absolutely not, because that's exactly where your dog's supposed to be. Am I going to come to Bark Social and be like, oh, it's dogs in here? I can't believe that. Girl, it literally is in the name Bark Social. You understand?
You know, the wildest part about, the dog taking a crap in Gordon Ramsay's restaurant is that Ramsay's over there agreeing with the owner of the dog, which doesn't make sense. We all watch Kitchen Nightmares. We watch Hell's Kitchen. We know for a fact that his standards are pretty high. And with the freaking hantavirus going on, why are we gonna risk an animal defecating in front of people where they're eating? Not only that, the smell goes away, yeah, but like, you eating and smelling that crap? What the heck? I don't know. I lost respect on Gordon Ramsay. You know, I thought he was different. You know, I was like, oh, you know, of course he's gonna say there's no dogs allowed, blah, blah, blah. But after that comment about him putting his dog in a diaper, that's not it. I went to culinary school, graduated from Le Cordon Bleu, and I know you're just making up standards because a person of color said something and embarrassed them in front of other white people. And I feel like it's a thing.
So, y'all, Gordon Ramsay is facing backlash after his response to a dog being in one of his restaurants in London. And the dog is clearly sitting on a pad, a puppy pad or whatnot. Okay. And let me just say this. That is just so disgusting and so unsanitary. Like, me personally, I wouldn't want to dine somewhere where a dog has a dog pad in the middle of the floor while everyone else is eating. I don't feel comfortable with eating in a setting like that. That shit is just so disgusting and so gross and so nasty. And honestly,
In Britain, that we Americans don't understand, but we can see it. Because remember that Sinners Award ceremony? Remember the British people? How they reacted to the whole situation? Yeah. And by the way, I'm not saying that we're going to catch a hantavirus because a dog is taking a crap. But, you know, those are grounds of people getting infected from animal to humans.
Your unhealthy attachment with your dog does not make it a service dog. It does not make it to where you are above the rules. In the Gordon Ramsay website for that restaurant, it does say that pets are allowed. However, they will need to be in the balcony seating area or the patio seating area. And this dog was peeing on a piddle pad or whatever you call those things in the middle of the restaurant. A lady complained, said she doesn't want to pay her service charge or she wants something done about the dog that was peeing in the middle of the restaurant. They refused to help her. She paid full price. She left. Gordon Ramsay, which I thought Gordon was going to get on, you know, these internet streets and tear everybody a new one because we know how he is and how he reacts to sanitation and all that sort of things. And he basically puts a silly video of like a dog in a diaper saying, you know, oh, this dog can go to my restaurant.
So right here is caption, reason number 4 not to eat at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. Dog is allowed to pee and poop inside. Manager said it's fine. We left. Rightfully so. This is crazy. So as y'all can see, it's a dog. Pee pad in the middle of the, you know what I'm saying, dog? Cute little dog, by the way, but come on, man. Some people got to understand that everybody's not an animal or dog person, especially not when they're using the bathroom with air and it's gonna, like, that is disgusting. That is just truly disgusting, especially when you're out at a restaurant with food everywhere. How as a person doing it, how could you think that's fine? How could the manager say it's fine? But this is insane.
And they're boycotting Ramsay food. People are leaving. They are saying that you're not getting value for your money because how comes that you're sharing a food or a plate with an animal?
So you're telling me that a lady goes into a restaurant, a nice restaurant, a restaurant that's going to cost a couple $100 at least to have a nice meal, and another customer comes in with a dog, a puppy, whatever. That's strange. Inside, that's strange, but okay. Then she proceeds to put down a puppy pad and encourage the dog to use the puppy pad, to pee on the puppy pad. She just comes inside a restaurant to bring her dog in. She sits down a puppy pad and encourages the dog to use it while other people are surrounding it trying to eat, paying hundreds of dollars to eat dinner at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. And Gordon Ramsay replies that he basically doesn't care. Then TMZ runs an article about the lady, how she's the problem. She's the problem because she complained about the puppy pad. Okay, this is fucking foul.
This video is for anyone upset about the Gordon Ramsay restaurant situation with the sweet little dog there. I just feel like there's so many other things that you can be worried about. Everyone upset at the staff, everyone upset at Gordon Ramsay. I feel like you guys should be upset at everyone who had children in the restaurant because you might be worried about a dog, but my dog can hold it in a restaurant. I feel like when I see babies, they're just always pooping everywhere. Like, they can't hold it. They're not potty trained. My dog is potty trained, so I just feel like my dog has a right to be in a restaurant. If she wants to eat a little steak and lobster just with me, she can eat whatever she wants, you know what I mean? I just feel like my dog is cleaner than most babies at that, so I just feel like everyone should take a different perspective and realize that dogs are people too, and like they're human and they just need to be treated like that, and like they deserve to have a seat at the table like we all do. Like, that's just rude. I just feel like everyone cut me off, but my final thought is that dogs are welcome.
More. So they say that they won't tolerate it. So they are boycotting Gordon Ramsay food. See what happened, and let us see how other people are reacting about this. People are furious. They are saying that if at all it was other group, you wouldn't react like that because it was a black woman, it was a black person. That's why they didn't care about it. And remember, that dog, it was owned by a white lady. So everyone is furious.
Who else is following up with the story of Giselle Cade? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Versus Gordon Ramsay, the beautiful black lady who went to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant to eat, and there was a dog.
Regarding the Gordon Ramsay dog situation and his horrifically racist response to this video that's gone around, if you don't know, this black patron was trying to enjoy a meal in Hell's Kitchen, one of Gordon Ramsay's famous fucking restaurants, and recorded an incident where the woman behind her laid out a potty pad for her dog to relieve itself as this lady was trying to dine in. And Gordon Ramsay responded by making fun of her. I worked for Waffle House for 8 years, all right? And even on our slowest nights, they didn't even allow dogs inside the fucking building. So what the fuck is Gordon Ramsay even talking about? Especially considering he has harshly criticized environments where dogs were inside of restaurants. And you mean to tell me you don't understand what this poor black woman is talking about? They didn't even give her her money back.
So I first saw that video of the dog going to the bathroom inside of one of Gordon Ramsay's London restaurants on Reddit. And of course, because it involved a dog inside of a business/restaurant, the top comment was something about how service animals need to be regulated better, and we need to change the rules around service animals. And specifically, they suggested a registry for disabled people to prove that they needed a service dog. And this misinformation persists even though the ADA has a website specifically for small business owners and people who don't have law degrees to understand the law in simple, plain English. The ADA specifically requires reasonable accommodations, and that includes the laws around service animals. If a service animal is misbehaving or causing an impediment to the normal operation of a business, for example, going to the bathroom inside of a restaurant, being excessively loud, disturbing other people, you can remove that animal, even if it's a service dog. When you go into a business and you see a dog that you're pretty sure isn't a service animal, that's not because of the ADA. That's the business's decision. A lot of businesses around America allow animals, as long as they're well behaved, and if they're not, they are well within their right to remove them regardless of whether or not they're service animals. If they don't, that's their choice. And I know a lot of people who spread this misinformation are probably not doing so maliciously on purpose, but it is malicious because there are a lot of powerful entities that spread this propaganda on purpose because they want to get rid of disability protections. Now you know.
What do you think in the comment? Do you think what Ramsay did, it was right? Do you think that it's right to eat with a dog in the same restaurant or in the same plate? Because dogs, they have different diseases. Tell me what you think down in the comment.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Blacks.